Please welcome Team 8.
第8队请上台。
Good morning, honorable judges and distinguished contestants. We're Team Wingardium Leviosa. I'm Hermione.
I'm Catherine. And relax, guys. Hermione today is not going to make you fly. We're here just to discuss our perspectives on Taiwan's educational system.
The following is what we'll be talking about today. We would like to start with the new curriculum. Later on, we're going to share the analysis that we have made. And in the third part of today's presentation, we're going to talk about some of the improvements. Lastly, it will be our conclusion. Taiwan's educational system is near and dear to each one of us, as it heavily influences the courses we take every day, the way we prepare for a test, and most importantly, for our future. Despite this, as students, some of us are not quite familiar with the system itself. We just blindly follow what our teachers or parents tell us to do. Yet, it's crucial for us to understand our educational system, since it's relevant to our future. Additionally, by doing so, we would be able to see the problems it has, and one day, hopefully, we will be able to improve it. That's why we chose it as our topic. To begin with, I would like to start with the new curriculum. In 2014, the curriculum guidelines of the 12-year basic education was promulgated by the Ministry of Education and became the first curriculum guidelines in Taiwan that stresses coherence and integration from grade 1 to grade 12. The fundamental idea of the new curriculum is that it wants students to take the initiatives to engage in interaction and seek the common good. It expects students to become lifelong learners in 3 manners: spontaneity, communication and interaction, and social participation. It sounds perfectly realistic, right? It encourages students to transform passivity into initiatives, which allows them to become the masters of their own learning. Furthermore, it helps students to extend their learnings from textbooks to extracurricular. Then, why does it remain so controversial? We think that it's probably because of the ingrained atmosphere in our educational system, which is a problem we will talk about later.
And here comes the analysis. Despite the above problems, there are still some amazing features that make our educational system unique. And here are the 2 evidence I would like to pitch in. We believe many of you guys, including us, are going to pursue a higher education, right? But why can I tell this? It's because of the unbelievable high rate of college entrance in Taiwan we have discovered. As you can see, compared to other countries, we're always the highest. Now you may ask, does that rate represent anything? Well, it means that we, the future generation, are more likely to gain ability in different professional fields, allowing our country to cultivate more experts and professionals that can deal with the issues our country may face. Another advantage of our educational system is that we possess its multiple enrollment methods. Nowadays, we have up to 4 ways to apply for a university, including the STAR Plan, the GSAT, means test, and special selection. For instance, the STAR Plan requires your regular grades on every subject. The GSAT demands your portfolio. As for means test, it needs nothing but your exam results. What about the special selection? It's different from all the above. It values individuals' talent, which makes them stand out from others rather than their grades. So far, our educational system seems to be a well-planned structure that benefits all students, but there are still some drawbacks. Have you ever noticed that most students care about only the correct answer? With the implementation of the new curriculum, teachers now have been trying to encourage students to explore and find answers by themselves. Despite this, the deep-rooted spoon-feeding education mode still makes our students value the so-called model answer over any other thing, which kills students' creativity and their ability to think. What's worse, it appears that getting good grades is becoming the only reason we learn. The intention of trying to excel in a test is never a bad thing, yet it shouldn't be the only purpose for learning. Last but not least, it is the unfair distribution of resources. Kids living in urban areas have a better chance to access various learning resources, such as scientific equipment, bilingual classes, cram school, and so on. Thus, urban kids are granted more opportunities than rural kids, making it harder for rural kids to get into the school they desire, which is extremely unfair.
Now, we would like to offer some of the improvements that we think ought to be carried out. We all dream to create a better educational system that can benefit all students. Nevertheless, what can we do to realize this goal? We think that there are 3 things that should be implemented. First, we should celebrate students' creativity. Answers should not be confined to a single model answer. Every student's answer should be valued even if it's not correct. Moreover, we should encourage students to express their opinions on different things. By doing so, we would enable them to think independently. The second one is multiple assessments. Grades shouldn't be the only way to judge students' performances. There are many things that cannot be graded by scores, like morality and emotional intelligence. Just because they cannot be quantified by scores, does it mean that they are less important? I think the answer is pretty obvious. Lastly, it is to offer fair education to all students. The urban-rural gap has always been a serious issue in Howard's educational system. The college enrollment ratio of rural kids has always been relatively lower than that of urban kids. Is it because they are less smart or less diligent? No, it's just because they have insufficient resources and are granted fewer opportunities. Had we been able to offer them the equal education urban kids have, their performances would be no inferior to urban kids. As a result, we should ensure those kids receive the quality education they deserve. Once achieving the above 3 points, surely we will make our education system better for all students.
In conclusion, like what Malcolm X once said, education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. Indeed, education plays a significant role in determining our future. That's why it matters. Through this presentation, we got to know not only the pros of our educational system, but also the problems. Therefore, we hope that we could one day be a part of creating changes and help build a better system that benefits all students. And here are references. This is the end of our presentation. Thank you all for your time.